Hello everyone. Today we are going to start last topic of genetics, that is sex linked inheritance. So first of all we will discuss about what is sex linked inheritance. We will focus sex linked inheritance in human beings. So when we have this word sex, we have a different imagination about this word, but as a biology student we have to focus about the understanding of this word. When you heard this word you must have imagined something that is not exactly right. Sex means we are talking about male and female. That is the meaning of sex. Male and female we call sex. Linked means connected or jointed. So those characteristics which are jointed with male sex chromosomes and female sex chromosomes, these characters are being transferred into successive generation. That is the concept we did many times, my dear students. Now you are aware of this concept. So as we all know, in case of the male we have XX, and in case of the females we have in case of the male we have XY, and in case of the females we have XX. So that is sex chromosomes. Determination of sex is based on the sex chromosomes. In case of males we have XY, in case of females we have XX. So what we are observing here, we observe that X is present in both the case. It is present in case of the males and it is also present in case of the females. That is the first understanding we have to make, and we have to clear about this understanding. Then after, let's define what is sex linked inheritance. This word, you know about this word, transmissions of the characteristics. Whenever we have appearance of characters due to presence of alleles which are present exclusively on X or Y chromosomes, it means these chromosomes are responsible to carry the factors or alleles into the successive generation. So it may be good characters and it may be bad characters. Whatever characters, it can be transferred from parents to offsprings. That is the law of the genetics we discussed. So whenever we have defect in either of these sex chromosomes, we have transmissions. Good characters are also transferred, good and bad, both kind of characters can be transferred. But we will study about genetic disorders which is associated with sex linked chromosomes, and that is why we are calling sex linked inheritance. Because we know that in case of the males and females we have presence of X chromosomes. So that is why this sex linked inheritance we commonly called X linked inheritance, because in both the conditions, male or female, they are possessing X chromosomes. And another reason behind this one, why it is calling X linked inheritance, because Y chromosomes are carrying very less amount of genes. Actually Y chromosomes are only responsible for the appearance of the male characteristics. Whatever characteristics of male, it is due to Y chromosome. When you go deeper in this concept, so this Y chromosome, I will explain here. Y chromosome, it is having, there is a one factor, that is TDF factor. TDF factor is testis determining factor, and my dear students, this is the factor which is responsible for maleness. Whenever we have the disturbance of this factor, Y chromosome is smaller than X chromosome, and on Y chromosome there is only one factor which is responsible to create maleness, that is testis determining factor. So this is the reason behind Y chromosomes are carrying very less number of genes. That is why this is not involving in the transmissions of many characteristics, despite of having there is a one very important role to create maleness. It means whenever we have the formation of testis, we will have the formation of testosterone, so male hormones are being produced and we will have the male characteristics. So that is the reason behind Y chromosomes are carrying very less number of genes. And there is also a problem with males as well, because we have one X, and when there is a defect of one X, males will express trait. That is the concept you need to go through, and I will give you a more examples, more precise explanation of this one. And why they are having so much expression of the diseased character? Because all the males, they have only one X chromosomes. So let's come to this concept. What should be the normal condition? When we take normal condition, see this one. In case of this one is the normal condition. Male and female, when they are not carrying any kind of defective genes, they are normal. And what is the diseased condition? When they carry defective genes. When they carry defective genes. So we are showing defective genes by the star. It means, and because we are talking about only X chromosomes, so Y chromosomes are not carrying defective genes or factors or alleles, so we leave Y chromosome. We are showing stars for the diseased condition. And there is a one intermediate condition, that is, my dear students, carrier. What is carrier? You must go through this understanding. It is very important for you to understand about this very important concept, because whatever questions you are going to face based on these three concepts we are discussing: normal condition, diseased condition, and the next and very important, carrier condition. See, my dear students, we have two conditions, homozygous and a heterozygous condition. We know about homo means similar and hetero means dissimilar. X linked inheritance, whenever we have the expression of defective genes, it will express in homozygous recessive condition. That is the very important point. You must have it all the time whenever you deal with this topic. All homozygous recessive conditions will only express the diseased condition, and whenever we have the heterozygous condition, will not have the diseased condition. That is X linked inheritance. It expresses their characteristics in case of the homozygous recessive. So we are talking about carrier. See here, when we have this one, whenever we have the defect in only one X, and when one X is normal, they are carrier. They can transfer defective genes into their descendant, but they are not having characteristics of disease, because the defect is only appearing whenever we have homozygous recessive condition. Yes, you are correct, homozygous recessive condition. So focus on that. Homozygous, it means both are same, and then recessive, and you must have done, we showed dominant by capital letter and recessive by small letter. So in your book you will have that kind of representation, that dominant is represented by capital and recessive is represented by small. That is understanding, you must go through it. So let's once again we should understand normal condition when there is no defect, it means this one. Carrier condition, it means one X chromosome is having the defected allele but other is not having. So in this case they are not diseased, but they are not having the disease, but they can carry disease, they can transmit disease to their descendants and offsprings, and this is the diseased conditions. Because males are only having one X chromosome, so whenever we have the defect in one X chromosome, we will have expression of the disease. So that is why this is the explanation of this point. Male express the trait more often, and why they are expressing the trait more often, this is the reason, because they have only one X chromosome. Let's quickly take about a very unique pattern of the inheritance that we call Crisscross pattern. It is a unique but very simple, quite simple when you have knowledge of this. You can see mother, how we can express XX, and father we have XY. And I taught you at the time of the sex determination, we have formation of gametes, we know that, and formation of gametes, it is gametogenesis, the process is meiosis, and whenever they get chance, mother and father, when they get chance, whenever we have mating, intercourse, so male gametes are transferred into the female body, and whenever we have the transfer of X, so it will be meeting X. So from the father, what is moving to the daughter? X is moving. And from the mother, what is moving to the son? X is moving. So that is, from the father, daughter is getting the defected gene, and from the mother, son is getting the defected gene. And this pattern is known as Crisscross pattern. So what is the conclusion of this? For a diseased daughter, father must have diseased condition, because when X is defected, then it can be transferred into the daughter. If daughter is defected, it is sure that father was defected. It means that X was defected. And in case of that one son, when son have got the diseased condition, we have two possibilities. Mother was carrier as well as diseased. It was not normal. Carrier, it means she was having one defected X chromosomes. So at the time of the separation, we have the 50-50% chances to have mating and then fusion of the chromosomes. So whenever we have the defected X is coming from the mother's side, son will get the diseased condition. So that is the Crisscross pattern. Based on this understanding, we'll discuss about the example of sex-linked inheritance. So my dear students, understand and revise all the points. We will discuss about example of sex-linked inheritance. Till then, goodbye.